Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Great. And where are you from?
From Colombia.
From Colombia. Wonderful. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, great. And Jose Luis, hello.
Hello, Stephanie. Good night.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. Glad to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again too. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Great. All right. So we'll give everyone another minute to arrive. And let's see. Tonight's topic will be food. So a good, very common topic. So we'll start here in just a minute. I guess a little bit of the purpose of this class is to practice speaking in a way that is similar to a speaking exam. So you'll answer questions about a topic, and you'll speak kind of uninterrupted about that topic, and you'll have about 2 minutes to speak. Let me get my timer. Uh-oh. I use a timer, 2 minutes. You do not have to speak for 2 minutes, but at 2 minutes I will stop you, and that's so everyone has a fair opportunity to speak. Also gives you a good idea of how long you're speaking for. Some speaking exams can require 5, 7, or 15 minutes of speaking. So that's the idea. I guess, let's see, are either of you taking a speaking exam anytime soon?
No, not me, teacher.
No, good.
Yes, in September I'll have a speaking exam.
Oh, and which one?
Which one? C1 level.
Oh boy, okay, great.
Yes.
Oh,
It's the speaking is my weak point
okay, so,
because usually I don't have the chance to speak with people in English.
yeah, and C1 is a high level where you really need native
Yes.
speaking
Yes.
practice. Great, well, you're in the right place, so hopefully you find this class helpful.
I hope.
One thing I don't do, I don't give much in the way of corrections or feedback, because it is fluency based, and you wouldn't have corrections with in an exam. But if you have any questions, please ask.
Okay.
And of course, if I don't understand you, I'll ask questions, things like that. All right, Natasha, hello.
Hello, Stephanie. Hello, guys. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a nice day.
It's nice.
Yeah, good. And tomorrow is Friday, so that's happy.
Yes, I see.
Well, all right, I suppose let's begin. We are supposed to have a full class, so hopefully people will join us, but it's nice to have a small class too. This topic, it's similar. If you were here a few classes back, we did eating out. Today's topic is similar. It's food. So you may have some of the same ideas. But it is a very common topic, especially in the kind of social language part of an exam, food is a very common topic that comes up. So let's start with our first question. How healthy is your diet? So I suppose there's not much to explain with this question. It's just a simple present. You're talking about your diet usually. So use adverbs of time and things like that. And let me say hello to Ali. Hello.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for asking.
Great. And where are you from?
I'm from Tehran.
Tehran. Wonderful. Is this your first class with me?
It is.
Okay, I thought so. Welcome.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Glad you're here.
Nice
All
to
right.
meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. All right, so we have 2 minutes on the clock. Do I have a volunteer to go first? Or I'll call on someone.
Me.
All right, great. Thank you, Caroline. Go ahead. How healthy is your diet?
Okay. I eat pretty healthy. I like to eat vegetables, fruits, and protein. I don't like junk food. I avoid sugar or oily food. I also like to drink water. I like 8 glasses of water per day. I don't like candy. And basically that's what it is. And I always eat healthy, and I like to exercise too.
Great. Excellent. Very nice. Good. Well said. I didn't hear any mistakes, so excellent. And that was about 30 seconds. So great, Caroline.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did I say I didn't like oily food? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, I noticed that one. Yep, oily food. So that's the adjective of oil, oily. Great.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, very good. Very nice. Good vocabulary. Great. So let's move to the right. Jose Luis, your turn. How healthy is your diet?
Well, my diet I think is quite healthy because my wife is a good cook, and he every day is cooking fresh meals for my family, and I think we eat quite well. Here in Spain, we usually eat a Mediterranean diet. That it is a diet rich in vegetables, and other kinds of food. We don't use too much fat because we use olive oil, and it is healthy for our health. And on the I don't like sweets, neither cakes, because I don't love sugar at all. I don't have problems in intake some sugar, but I don't like it. It is I don't love sugar. Well, in order to drink, I have to confess that I love beer, but I don't drink beer too much, only one a day. And the most thing I drink every day is water.
Nice, nice. All right, great answer. Excellent. And that was just short of 2 minutes, so very nice timing. And good use of kind of, what are they, qualifiers. At all, too much. This is a good topic for those with personal preferences. Very nice. All right, so Natasha, your turn. How healthy is your diet?
Okay, to be honestly, I can't say that I have a health diet because I like to eat fast food. For example, pizza, ravioli, spaghetti, different kinds of sausages, and so on. But I would like to say that I lead to have health diet as for example I wanted to eat more vegetables and fruits, especially in summer when we have such opportunity because we have our own garden. So in our future I think that we I and my family, we will have more opportunity to have health diet. In addition, I can say that we try to drink a lot of water because we know that it's very healthy and people have to drink at least 2 liters per day. So we try to do it so, as well.
Nice, great, well said. So the food and water combo. Great, and yes, definitely easier to eat healthy when you can grow your own vegetables right at home. So, very nice, very nice. All right, great, thank you, Natasha. And Ali, so your turn, Ali. How healthy is your diet?
All right. Um, I'm not a vegetarian, but I try to put a leash on fatty foods, actually. And I don't like spicy food. I, um, somehow like starchy food, like bread, pasta, um, rice, and uh, I try my best to um, uh, mm, avoid junk food and fast food as much as I can. I try to, cook even myself. I Most of the times um, eat in. I eat in. Sometimes we eat out with friends, but even if on those circumstances, I try my best to, you know, get the the most healthiest food available out there. Um, I think I do put so much of concern on the amount of nutrition that I take on a daily basis, and I think daily exercises are a very important factor when it comes to a healthy diet.
Great, excellent, very nice. Just under 2 minutes there. Very nice, Ali. Great vocabulary too, especially starchy and eat in versus dine out. Those are good. Eat in or eat out.
Yeah.
So nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Excellent. Someone is joining. Kratika, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good, good. All right, so it is your turn. So how healthy is your diet?
I have a healthy diet. I have a daily consume glass of milk with lots of proteins and essential minerals and vitamins and protein in my diet. I prefer less of carbohydrates because they are not really good for our health. Also, they add uh, weight put on. It helps us to gain a lot of weight, so that is not really good for our health. And I try to take more of fruits and vegetables, especially green vegetables, so that I can be more healthy in all ways with all the things, and and that is how my diet goes.
All right, nice. So trying to stay healthy, good. Avoiding carbs. Great, excellent. Sounded good. All right, nice. So everyone, nice work with our first question. I don't have a lot of feedback. This was pretty basic. If this were a speaking exam, this would be a question at the start for social language. So let's go ahead to our next one. What national dishes from your country would you recommend? So you can get into some high-level grammar with this. And for example, you might say, I would recommend, if you visit my country, I would recommend that you try the cheeseburgers. They are great. So you might be using some conditional grammar, maybe some subjunctive with recommend. So, all right. Let's see, Caroline started us first last time. So, Jose Luis, your turn to go first.
Well, if you visit my country, I would recommend you, of course, the paella, that which is our national dish. I also recommend you some drinks that are quite popular with it's quite popular for foreigners. That is sangria. Is an alcoholic drink made with wine and other liquors that could be that make people feel mad. You have to drink this with caution. Another thing that I recommend, of course, is all kind of races, because I'm from Valencia in Spain, and our best dishes are made with rice, and we have all kind of rice that you can imagine, and I think that we are good at doing this kind of dishes.
Nice.
Another thing
Sorry,
that
go ahead.
Another dish that I recommend are some sandwiches that we made with baked bread and olive oil and tomato with jam, and I think it is healthy and very tasty for every people.
Excellent, great, and that was exactly 2 minutes. So very nice. Good advice about the sangria.
Yes.
Great, sounded good. So nice recommendations. All right, great. Let's go to we'll continue to the right. So Kratika, it's your turn. What national dishes from your country would you recommend?
If anyone from another country visit my country, I would recommend them to have a dish called, it is made up of milk-made cheese and peas with lots of spices in it, and it's really, the spices and lots of vegetables add flavor to the dish. Also, there are many things which are made from many pulses which add flavor to the dish. Also, there are many dishes which were divided according to the states in India. Like, many people are into more of the state called Rajasthan. It's called Rajasthani food, and it is basically a spicy food which could be made of anything, including vegetables. And some people can have who are more of who eats a lot of non-veg food like chicken. They can have a great variety of food there with lots of flavors. And yes, people are more of eating into potatoes, and there are a lot of dishes made up of potatoes with, and the preparation is extremely different. And you can also find a lot of food like in India we say it's a pani puri, and where people love it. It's really a snacks where we serve them as a snack when somebody comes to our house, and many other things.
Excellent. Great. That sounds delicious. I love Indian food.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's delicious. It's there are so many, varieties.
Yeah, it's really a versatile uh, food. Like you can do a lot with the different spices. Uh,
Yes, yes,
I
you're
spelled
right.
that. Great. All right. Thank you, Kratika.
You're
Uh,
welcome. Mhm.
Wonderful. All right. Let's hear from Mustafa. Mustafa, what national dishes from your country would you recommend? Oh, and hello. Welcome.
Hello, teacher. Welcome. Thank you for asking. I don't know. Like, I'm not that good in food. Maybe you can, yeah. But I can like recommend. Not recommend. I like what I like. What I like most. Like teacher, it's common here to make like dish food like kind for maybe lunch, for example. Like make stew and rice like. Uh, Plate for rice maybe and a plate for stew, different kind of stew, by the way, like stew maybe with different vegetable, like sometimes with zucchini, with eggplant in it, with different kind of vegetable. So there are a lot of them. And sometimes we do like rice and over make fried chicken over it. Sometimes we do like a cocktail of I don't know, like vegetable and meat and different onion and all of them like fried together with oil, and then we put them under the rice. So it would be like a layer under the rice. So when it become fresh, like we turn it upside down, and this layer would be on the bottom of the rice, so you can eat it like that. I don't know. There are a lot of teachers, and I'm maybe not good at description, or I will make a mistake. So yeah, also kebab, a lot of things.
No, great, great, good. That was almost 2 minutes there. Good. So it sounds like a lot of layers, um, layers of flavor uh, in that
Yeah,
food.
about the layers one, like. I'm not. Yeah, they put because not I am not the one who do the food. Maybe that's why I have weak information about it. But they put like this layer at the bottom of the plate,
Mhm.
maybe, and then they put the rice above it. So when they turn it upside down, it would be on the top. Okay, it would be on the top.
Yeah,
This
interesting.
good there. Yeah.
That's interesting to me. That sounds like a very unique way to prepare food. So I'll have to try that someday. Sounds
I
good.
will give you a picture, so it will be more good.
Oh yeah, I'd love a picture. That sounds really interesting and delicious. I have to stop doing food classes at dinner time. Great. All right. Thank you, Mustafa. So let's go to Natasha. Natasha, what national dishes would you recommend?
Uh, okay, I'm from Belarus, and I can say that people from my country prefer different food from potato, especially our national foods. Are there are some our national foods such as, for example, uh, Draniki, it's like pancakes from potatoes, and these dishes can be cooked with pork lard, and uh, we can eat with sour cream or mushrooms. Also, our people prefer to drink soft drink like kvass or brew, maybe you can so it so. Also, people like a bowl potato. I mean, can be uh, mm, different kind bowl potato with maybe I don't know. I mean, mushroom too, or fish, or so on. I don't know. I would like I would like to say that our people prefer it's our national dishes from potato.
Nice, great. So one vocabulary word that is great in this situation is staple. You can say potatoes are a staple
Okay.
food in my country.
Staple food. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so and like many countries, rice is a staple or bread is a staple. So that just means it comes with every meal, basically. Great. Very nice, Natasha. Excellent. All right, let's go on. Ruth, hello. Oh, boy.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. A little bit. It's a little difficult. A lot of feedback.
Hello.
Yes. It is a little bit difficult to hear you.
Okay. I'm going to try to fix it.
Yeah, try to unplug your mic or something and plug it in again, maybe. In the meantime, let's look at, here's Mustafa, the dish Mustafa was talking about. The inverted carrot, it looks like they're calling it here. And you can see how they layered the food and then flipped it over.
Yeah, all of these like different kind of Arabic food. Like you can check it, all of it.
Yeah, it looks like different ingredients. Yum, looks delicious. Thanks for sharing. Definitely going to be very for my dinner. House fixed. Let's see, maybe try just one more time, Ruth. All right, we'll keep going, but we'll check back with Ruth. Let's hear from Ali in the meantime. Ali, what national dishes would you recommend?
All right. If a tourist comes to my country, I would recommend eating first place caviar. Caviar is preserved eggs of large fish. It's a special large fish, and it's very expensive. I think it's sort of an exotic food. So, but it's very delicious. It's very nutritious, and I think you can get the best of caviars in the Caspian Sea. So I guess Russians and Iranians and all the countries living around the Caspian Sea, you can find various types of caviar over there. But talking in sense of talking within budget, I would recommend different types of donors that we have, as kebab as being served, as being cooked in special donors. We call it Turkish donors here, but it has a long history in my country. Again, something else that I can recommend is something we call abgusht. Abgusht is basically a combination of different types of beans, like black-eyed beans, red beans, and tomato and dried lime, potato, and meat. And this is they put it all together and add special types of spice. So they can serve it. They serve the juice separately, and then they serve the mashed ingredients differently, and usually they serve fresh raw herb beside the dish.
Oh.
And one more thing I can add is that we have a special drink. It's coming from yogurt, so they serve it carbonated in a carbonated way. So it's kind of healthy, and at the same time it comes in various flavors. Thanks a lot.
Great, excellent, excellent. And that was just 2 minutes, just a little bit past, but very nice. One question, I've just always wondered, doner, is doner like the style of cooking, or what does that word refer to, a spice or the name of it?
It's a style of cooking. I try to post a picture.
Oh.
I try to post a picture.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why, but I've always wondered what that word came from. Great, so thank you. All right, so one more, Caroline. What national dishes from your country would you recommend?
Okay, I'm from Colombia, and if you visit my country, I would recommend you to try 2 dishes. There is one that is called ajiaco. It's typical from the capital. It's basically a soup made of chicken and potato. It's very, very good. You also can eat it with corn and avocado. And the other dish is typical from Medellin, another city of my country, and it's called the tray paisa. And it's served with beans, rice, egg, steak, salad, plantains, and then also, and it's very, very good too. It's very typical from Colombia.
Ooh, yum. I love any dish with plantain. That sounds amazing. All right, great. Thank you. Very good. Exactly 1 minute there. Wonderful. So nice work, everyone. Thanks for sharing and making me hungry. Let's continue. Next question. Do you care where the food you eat comes from? So this is a yes or no question, but explain your answer, of course. No, I don't care because, or yes, I do care because. All right, and this time going first, let's really quickly before we start this, let's take a look at the link here Ali has put up for us. I'll share it real quick, or you can click on it yourself, I suppose, but let's just take a look. So that it's this style of cooking where the meat is hanging there, that is called doner.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, great. I wondered about that. Okay, thank you. Great. Yeah, I see this comment. Great. All right. So thank you, Ali. And let's start our next question here. It is Kratika's turn to start. So Kratika, do you care where the food you eat comes from?
Yes, I care from where the food comes from, and it is because of a few reasons. Because firstly, it matters our health. Like a few days back, I have been to one restaurant, and it is near my house. It was a Thai restaurant, and a few days back, me and my husband had a really good food in Thai restaurant. in Indianapolis. So we both had a craving to have it again because we liked it very much. So we went to a nearby restaurant, and the food there was not very good, and we found an ant in the food. So it was really bad to see that because it was concerned with our health, and if something happens after eating that food, so it is a great concern that one should always go to a restaurant where you find like the food would be of great like would be good and would be made or cooked with all precautions taken with and have a proper standards follow proper standards of cooking and should be comfortable like should be good enough for all the people.
Definitely great answer. That sounds awful. What did you do when you found the ant?
I put it aside from my table and I asked the person who was serving me, the waiter, to look at that and to take care that it won't happen again. So, and I also talked to their manager that it should not happen again because in if case it happens again, it will affect the health of the people. And that means they are not taking the proper standards, they're not following the quality standards for the restaurant to serve food to the customers.
Yeah, yeah, good. I'm glad you talked to the manager about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not a good experience.
yes.
Great, great. Thank you for sharing. Well said. All right, let's move to the right. Mustafa, do you care where the food you eat comes from?
Okay. Yep. I care about when where the food came from. For example, like when I went like when I go outside of my country, I have to maybe look more carefully about the ingredients or something of the food or something like that because here in my country, not in my country, in my religion, like we have some prohibition or some banned meat, so we cannot like, for example, eat like meat of big ham meat, and so I have to check maybe where this food, if this food like contain ham, meat, or something like that, or anything related to this animal. Another thing, like also like the way of maybe, for example, chicken is allowed. I can eat chicken in my country or my area because we know like we have a special method to cook the chicken, like not like in the factory and not Islamic way, in the Islamic way, basically. So maybe when I go outside, maybe in a Western country, like I have to maybe be more careful about these things. I have to look at maybe don't avoid eating some kind of these things. Um, and also, I don't like Chinese food. I'm not a fan of this food. I don't know why, but I don't like it. So I care when the food came, where the food came from. I care about this thing, teacher. And if you have any question, I can answer.
Great, great, excellent, good answer. Yeah, just under 2 minutes there. Well said, and I have just a couple vocabulary things you might want. If you follow a diet, whether it's religious or health-based, you can say dietary restrictions. So you can, and then the other vocabulary word is pork. For any meat from a pig, you can say pork. So you can say, because of my religion, I have certain dietary restrictions. For example, I don't eat pork.
Okay.
And I typed those in the chat, just a couple of great words, because surely you'll talk about this again. Food is such a common topic.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, great, very nice, well said. All right, so Natasha, your turn. Do you care where your food comes from?
Okay. Well, to be honest, I mean that for me, for example, more important to know about amount of um, nitrates or pesticides or preservatives in this food. I mean that it's can be more dangerous for our health when these things will have high level in different kinds of food. It doesn't mean from this where this food was born or industrial. So I can't say that it's very important for me, for example, know where from this food. But when we had the opportunity to obtain something knowledge about not very good kind something food from different countries which can be in my countries. Yes, we all try avoid this kind of food, and we mainly prefer to eat our own food. I mean, from our gardens or food which were produced in our country, because in this case we have more protective from unsafe food, from unsafe products.
Good, excellent. Yeah, good point. The closer our food is grown to us, the healthier it is, the safer it is. In
I
general.
mean, so yeah, I think so.
I agree. Nice. All right. Excellent. All right. Let's carry on. So, Ali, it's your turn. Do you care where the food you eat comes from?
Oh yeah. Aside from the dietary restrictions that I have, I'm very sensitive to spicy food. So that's why I should be very careful of it. And I get sort of an eczema on my skin, so I should be very careful of it. I also try to not take chemicals or preservatives that I think nowadays in all food industry they use all sorts of chemicals and preservatives everywhere. So it's kind of difficult. So I always try to go green or organic if it's possible. And yeah, I care about this.
Great. Excellent. I'm still waiting for someone to say no. I don't care. Great. Yeah. Great points you made again about the importance of knowing where your food comes from. Excellent. All right, let's hear from Caroline. Caroline, do you care where your food comes from?
Of course, I do care. I'm very picky with food, and I make sure that the place where I'm gonna eat is clean, well known. I like to eat fresh. Make sure that the ingredients are fresh, and I'm not scared of bacteria because I heard many bad things. I have heard bad news about bacteria, especially those that come from chicken. So I care about that. That's why I like to cook myself at home to eat healthy and make sure that the ingredients are fresh and are okay.
Great, excellent. Yeah, cooking at home is one great way to make sure that your food is clean and healthy. Great. All right. So thank you, Caroline. One more person for this question. Jose Luis, do you care where the food you eat comes from?
No, I don't. I don't pay more. I don't pay more attention where the meals come from until a point. For example, I never buy fish which come from Fukushima, for example. But in other countries, I don't have problems to eat this kind of meals. I think that in my country there are enough surveillance about the food that we import because our health ministry uh, are looking uh, are looking after this kind of meals, and I think that we have no problem. On the other hand, illegal ingredients in my country, there is a problem that could be that in my country there are some illegal ingredients that could be legal in other countries where we buy this food, and we have to read the labels. Uh,
Great.
Enough.
Yeah, great, great. So it sounds like for the most part, you don't care because you know there are laws and regulations to
Yes.
watch out for that. But you do care about some of the more, some of the illegal foods and things like that. Great, so we can have a no answer to this question and have it be a good answer. All right, nice work, everyone. So we do have time, I think, for one more. So let's click to the next one. What was the last meal you cooked? Oh boy, I don't remember the last meal I cooked, unless a sandwich is cooking. But let's hear from you. And Mustafa, it's your turn to go first. What's the last meal you cooked?
Oh, for me, I don't even know how to cook, how to do omelette egg. How can I cook meal? Entire meal. Um, okay, so let's see. Talking simply, for example, I have made tomato like I cut it into pieces. Okay. And then I put some oil on the plate, and then I turn it over it after it heated. Okay. And so this is like the maybe the only one I can do, teacher. And I did.
That sounds like my type of cooking. Easy stuff.
Easy.
Nice, nice. So traditionally, probably someone else has cooked for you.
Yeah. Usually, my mother cook food for us. Like, but I don't know how to cook meal. Maybe my father can do it, but I don't know. Up to now, I don't know how to cook some meal.
Nice, nice. All right, great answer. Thank you, Mustafa. Sounds good. And a tomato can be a meal too. All right, thank you. Natasha, how about you? What's the last meal you cooked?
Uh, I'm sorry. Okay, it was a pie from apples because it's season food for us. It, it's I think that it's really very easy for cooking because for it I need only flour, eggs, sugar, and apples. For cooking this meal, I need, for example, only half an hour. Especially when we are waiting for a guest and you don't like to cook or you haven't enough time for it, you can use such recipe, and I think that it's really very tasty, especially with flavor tea, for example. And I believe that you guys will be like this pie too, like me, for example.
Nice. It sounds delicious.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
apple
delicious and easy for cooking.
pie. Yeah. Oh, nice. I'll have to learn how. To me, that's difficult to cook. But it sounds really delicious. Great. Thanks for sharing, Natasha.
Thanks.
All right, Ali, how about you? What's the last meal you cooked?
Well, actually, I cook a lot, and the last one was spaghetti. We had a small family gathering, and I cooked for 6 people actually. And the one that we cook here is we use a lot of herbs as well, and we add a lot of herbs to the mixture of the sauce. Yeah, that's it.
Right, nice. So you cook, do you cook every day? Are you the main cook in your house?
No, I probably mm, twice a week or something like that.
Nice, nice. All right. All right, well, thanks for sharing. Sounds good.
You're welcome.
All right, and let's hear from Jose Luis. What was the last meal you cooked?
Yes. I don't tell you the last meal I cooked, but I tell you about the saddest dish I cooked. It was a month ago in Turkey, where I had to cook a paella for 300 people. And for me, I really love paella. It was the worst paella in the world because I don't have had the ingredients that I need because in Turkey there are not I can buy rabbit and I put only chicken in my paella, and the fire were too small, and I can cook so big paella in so little fire, and it was a disaster.
Oh my gosh, that does sound like a disaster. Um, why did you have to cook for 300 people?
Because I usually in my work here in my country, I cook when we have parties. I cook for a lot of people, usually 100, 200, and I don't have problem because I have my instruments. But when you go abroad, you don't have all the tools that you need, and you have to adapt to what you found to what you find there. And in Turkey, the fire we were too small, and I can cook a big paella. Maybe a paella for 50 people could be successful, but for 300, it was impossible.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like a really big challenge.
Yes.
Great, good story. Thank you for sharing. I definitely like that story better than just the last meal. Great, thank you. All right, let's hear Kratika, your turn. What's the last meal you cooked?
Um, the last meal I cooked was the broccoli with chickpeas and no, the broccoli with sweet peas and a chickpeas all alone together with the tofu and red beans. And I cooked it for a small get together at our home as I bought a new house. And also I made a sweet dish. It's an Indian sweet dish, and we call it rasgulla. It's white in color, and it's really sweet and tasty to eat. And it's a special dish in India, and it's yummy.
Wow, that does sound yummy. And congratulations on your new house.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, great. Let's see, and Ali typed in the chat, can you send us a link? That would be good to see. Um, if you can pull up a picture quick. But I suppose, let's see, that was everyone for this question. Actually, so that we're kind of at the end there. I can say, let's look up a picture together. So, Kratika, what was that dish called? How do I spell it?
I cooked broccoli with sweet peas.
It was broccoli with sweet peas. Is this a dish with a name, or is it something you created?
It doesn't have a name, but I keep on experimenting with lots of veggies.
Oh my goodness, that sounds.
So, yeah, I love that, and it tastes really good. It doesn't have any specific name, but it's just like that.
It sounds fun. It sounds like you have fun being creative.
Yes, I love cooking. I love.
Oh, good. I bet you're good at it too.
Yes, my husband loves me.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. That is definitely a plus in a partner. Someone who can cook. Very important. All right, thank you. I guess with that, we'll just stop there. We're out of time. So nice work, everyone. You are all easy to understand. You speak confidently. So keep it up. Does anyone have any last comments or questions or anything?
No, just thanks a lot for the session.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And this is an ongoing class every time. It's a different topic. So keep an eye on my profile page. I'll keep doing this at least once a week.
Great.
So hope to see you all again in a future class.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Have a
See
good
you
night.
later.
See you.